doesn't have a name because he never got found. We're gonna call him Kabukicho salaryman, because that's all we got from witnesses was that he was a salaryman. In 1981, between March and June, there was 3 murders and 1 robbery. They were all done in love hotels. The first and third victim, they knew who they were, but they kept their name anonymous.
Okay.
The second victim, they never found out who it was. Instead of Jane Doe, they called them A, B, C, or things like that. Hostess A, on March 20th, checked into the room with the killer, and then she was found dead and strangled. Hostess B, 20-year-old, April 25th, strangled by the pantyhose, and he was only in there for an hour. He took most of her possessions, but left earrings and some stuff. And then the third victim, Shoujo A, was 17, found naked, choked with a pantyhose, still alive but died in the hospital. She was in a loving, committed relationship with an 18-year-old and was engaged. And she lived in a town an hour away from Kabukicho, which is found in Shinjuku, which is found in Tokyo. She was hanging out with her boyfriend at 4:30, and then at 6:30 she checked in. She wanted to become an actress, and she was talking to people she knew, like her friends and her boyfriend, that she met someone that was going to help her out. So that's the only theory, that maybe he lied to her. The first 2 women were probably prostitutes from the type of lifestyle they were living. The first one actually abandoned her husband and son and had a fake identification card that said she was 33, but she was actually 45. But that's what makes the 70-year-old stand out, because it wasn't his normal profile. All 3 victims were drugged with some sort of stimulant, and that's probably what helped them do the killing. But on June 19th, a couple days after the last killing, a 30-year-old hostess checks into the Love Hotel, gets beaten and robbed, but she never got killed. But he might have tried to kill her, but then decided to flee. They're not sure if it is the same guy.
And the Love Hotel, they don't keep track of that type of stuff?
No, back then they didn't. Now they're required to. They didn't even have cameras. The only thing they could say was that he was a salaryman. Even if this person could identify him enough to see if he was actually the murderer, they didn't have enough information from the 3 previous victims to know if they could match it up.
So he stopped after the 4th one?
Yep. But they never found him. My serial killer of the day barely makes a cut for a serial killer, because you need to kill at least 3 people to be considered a serial killer, so. It became so embedded in the news at that time that the following year, a famous songwriter ended up making a song about one of the murders.